Hello, my name is Giuseppe Scopino. I am the team lead for Legible Accounting, a term project for software application domain for the semester spring 2018. For this course, the class was divided into several groups, all tasked with making a product to meet the specification requested by our professor, Dr. Mamo. For this course, we had to create web-based accounting software that would support populating a business chart of accounts, journalizing transactions, preparing financial statements, and displaying computed ratios. We also had to prepare documentation for the project, which consisted of a software requirement specification, software design specification, software testing specification, and user documentation. The project was conducted with an agile development methodology. We frequently engaged in discussion with the professor to gain domain knowledge, clarify requirements, and get feedback on the product and development. We put an emphasis on the software product over comprehensive documentation in our engagements with the professor, and we rapidly adapted to changes in the development plan and software specification. The product was developed using the Scrum methodology as well. The product was developed iteratively, and those with the most knowledge and experience were placed in leadership roles. We held quick meetings for under 5 minutes on a semi-daily basis, and 1 to 2 full working meetings per week. As team leader, I took the role of product owner and Scrum Master, and ensured our development process was transparent, frequently evaluated, and modified to adapt to circumstances through our sprints, which were usually 2 weeks in length. To track our development processes and facilitate change control, we used sprint boards which track tickets to be addressed. We used Git to revision control our code, and a branch-based workflow to associate tickets with Git branches and control changes from those branches into the main branch. We chose to use containerization to allow for ease of configuration management in development. A base virtual machine with a series of setup tasks are utilized by team members to ensure that all team members are working in a consistent development environment. The virtual machine utilized the same operating system, CentOS, as the final live server, allowing us to develop in an environment that is reasonably close to production and allowing reuse of scripts for development in deployment, occasionally with appropriate modifications for a real live server configuration. We used Postgres as our database as it is open source and well-supported compliant SQL database with contributors from VMware, AWS, and Google contributing to the project. We utilized Apache for our web server as it is a well-established web server that has been around for 2 decades. We used Python for our server application with the Django framework, as Django comes with an object relational mapper that helps to allow us to access our database from our server application. It comes with migration support and has a configurable and optional admin interface, in addition to extensive documentation and many sensible defaults, especially with regard to web application security.